Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mr. Shahnawaz Ali. This is Shahnawaz. Friends, here I start from the Indian polity system, Indian polity section. As I have completed two sections, that geography and history in different parts. If you want to find that those parts, then please visit my channel page and you will find the separate playlist for the same. So here I start from the Indian polity. Constitution. Framing of the Indian Constitution. The idea have a constitution was first given by M.N. Roy, a pioneer of communist movement in India. The constitution was framed by the Constituent Assembly of India, set up on 16th May 1946 in accordance with the Cabinet Mission Plan under the chairmanship of Sachinanand Sinha. Initially, Dr. Rajendra Prasad and H.C. Mukherjee were elected as the President and Vice President respectively on 11th December 1946. B. N. Rao was appointed as the constitutional advisor. The total membership of the Constituent Assembly was 389. Of these, 292 were representatives of British states, 93 were representatives of princely states, and 4 were from the Chief Commissioners, province of Delhi, Ajmer, Marwar, Coorg, and British Balochistan. The chairman of the drafting committee was Dr. B. R. Ambedkar, also known as the father of Indian Constitution. Enactment of Constitution. The Constituent Assembly took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to complete the Constitution. Some of the provisions related to the citizenship, elections, provisional parliament, etc. were given immediate effect. The Constitution is adopted on 26th of November 1949, contained a preamble, 395 articles divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. Presently, it has 448 articles divided into 25 parts and 12 schedules. The enforcement of Constitution was delayed till 26th of January because in 1929, on this day, Indian National Congress demanded Purna Swaraj in Lahore session chaired by Jawaharlal Nehru. The Constitution came into force on 26th of January 1950, known as Republic Day of India. The Constituent Assembly adopted our national flag on 22nd of July 1947. It was designed by Pingali Venkaya. Interim Government 1946. Members' portfolios held: Jawaharlal Nehru, External Affairs and Commonwealth Relations; Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Home, Information and Broadcasting; Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Food and Agriculture; Dr. John Mathai, Industries and Supplies; Jagjeevan Ram, Labor; Sardar Baldev Singh, Defence; C. H. Bhabha, Works, Mines and Power; Liaquat Ali Khan, Finance; Abdul Rab Nishtar, Posts and Air; Asaf Ali, Railway and Transport; Chandrigar, Commerce; Gajnafar Ali Khan, Health; Joginder Nath Mandal, Law. Note: interim government was formed from the newly elected Constituent Assembly. Preamble. It is the preface or the introduction of the Constitution. It is an integral part of the Constitution. The interpretation of the Constitution is based on the spirit of the preamble. The objective resolution drafted and moved by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and adopted by the Constituent Assembly ultimately became the preamble. The idea of the preamble was borrowed from the Constitution of USA. The words socialist, secular and integrity were added by 42nd of Constitutional Amendment Act in 1976. The preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure all its citizens justice, social, economic and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all Fraternity assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Sources of Indian Constitution: UK Rules of Law, Cabinet System, Prerogative Rights, Parliamentary Government, Bicameral Parliament, CAG Office, Single Citizenship, Lawmaking Procedures. USA Written Constitution, Vice President as the ex officio Chairman of Upper House, Fundamental Rights, Supreme Court, Independence of Judiciary and Judicial Review, Preamble. Erstwhile USSR, Fundamental Duties, Australia, Concurrent List, Joint Sitting of Parliament, Japan, Procedures Establishment by Law, Germany, Suspension of Fundamental Rights during the emergency, Canada, Schemes of Federation with a strong center, Distribution of powers between the center and the states and placing residuary powers with the center. Ireland, Concept of Directive Principle of State Policy, Methods of Election of President. South Africa, Procedure of Amendment of the Constitution and Election of Member of Rajya Sabha. France, Republic and the Ideals of Liberty, Equality and Fraternity in the Preamble. Main features: bulkiest written constitution in the world, combination of rigidity and flexibility, parliamentary system of government, federal system with a unitary bias, fundamental rights and duties, directive principles of state policy, integrated and independent judiciary, single citizenship, emergency power, universal adult franchise. Now the important article. This part will be covered in the next part.